Mark Reason last updated 0500, September 25, 2017. Joseph Parker ducks under a Hughie Fury punch, but he did enough to gain a points decision in Manchester. Opinion: Joseph Parker is still a heavyweight champion of the world, but he is far from an undisputed champion. Hughie Fury may not have won the fight, but he exposed Parker's considerable technical deficiencies. A puncher like Anthony Joshua would have put Parker away because there were just too many openings. Right now Parker will not care too much about any of that. He still has his title, and he now has a shot at a bigger payday against one of the better Brits. But if his man is to land the big payday, first Parker's manager David Higgins has to get past promoter Eddie Hearn, who is every bit as elusive as Fury has proved to be over the previous 6 months. Like Judge Rocky Young from Miami, I assess the fight as a draw, but the Brits can't really quibble with the verdict. Yes, the 8-round gaps on the other two scorecards were slightly puzzling, but if you were going to take the belt off the champion, it takes a little more than some nice dance moves. WBO heavyweight world champion Joseph Parker, with trainer Kevin Barry, retained his belt against Hughie Fury, but it was far from convincing. Not that the decision was a given when the final bell went. The Fury camp rushed in to raise their man with the tactical preemption of a rugby team heading back to halfway after a dubious try has been scored. Parker looked worried, very worried. Read more: Parker fends off Fury challenge. Parker dubious: I knew it won, but Tyson Fury rages at judge's decision. Higgins: thank God I made him a judge. Recap and review: Parker v Fury. Reveal: Parker decision right. Fight boring. UK press: Parker no threat to AJ after Fury, and then the result leaked through. You could tell from the change of expressions in the two camps that Parker now knew he had won. He went from very anxious to a man with a smile on his face. Fury was sufficiently upset that he later declined to speak. Parker said, I felt I won the fight. He ran most of the time. We caught him with the heavier punches. That was certainly a true assessment, but there were not very many of those punches. Fury took a lot of them on the gloves and the arms, and at times Parker was swinging wildly. He is strong, and he is fit, but his footwork is not too flash, and he is often an easy target. Fury caught him with a number of uppercuts when Parker came forward. Joshua just has to land one of those uppercuts to turn the lights out, although I suspect that the winner of the rematch between David Haye and Tony Bellew scheduled for December 17 in London may be Parker's next opponent. Commenting after the fight between Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko earlier this year, Bellew said to Deontay Wilder, "You're a much bigger name than Joseph Parker." I'm a bigger name than Joseph Parker. And it is doubtful whether Parker enhanced his reputation against Fury. He wasn't just caught with uppercuts, but also with the occasional right cross. And on the few occasions that he did catch Fury, the power did not rock the inexperienced 23-year-old. The selling price of just over $25 on YouTube does not exactly make Parker box office. We know he's awkward, exhorted trainer Kevin Barry halfway through the fight. But keep breaking him down, those body shots are working beautifully. The trouble is that Parker seems to find just about everybody awkward now he is up against fighters a little nearer to the world's top 10. He has not exactly put on a show against Carlos Takam, Andy Ruiz, Razvan Kajanu or Hughie Fury. They're all good Scrabble scores, but they are not the sort of names who should be giving Parker as much trouble as he is having. Parker predicted before the fight that he would chase Fury down and do some damage when he got to him. But the only real damage was from a clash of heads. As Frank Warren predicted earlier in the year, someone with a good boxing brain will beat him. Parker. In the end, that man was not Hughie Fury. The Fury family have a lot more boxing brain than Parker's camp, but Hughie just did not have enough power or bulk to muscle the title away. Yet he still gave Parker much more bother than he should have. It seems a long time ago that former manager Dean Lonergan said, "The Joseph Parker freight train is coming, and it's going to run right over Anthony Joshua." No one in the Manchester arena mistook Parker for a freight train against Fury. More like a heavy goods vehicle perhaps. He lumbered. He charged. And he got in the odd heavy clubbing right. But no one will be saying, "Did you see the fight last night?" like they did after Joshua versus Klitschko. Parker is a champion, but professional sport is about entertainment, and to the rest of the world Parker is not box office. He is still the indefinite article. The great heavyweights are men truly to be feared. We can admire Parker, but the world does not fear him. Stuff.